Well, our moms think we're funny.
Hello. We wanted to let you know that we recorded this episode in the car during a road trip. The audio is not as good as we would like, but it was too funny not to post. We hope. Anyways, enjoy all you sexy pieces of meat.
Hi, I'm Acomi.
Hey everybody, it's Turk182.
Welcome back to Our Moms Think We're Funny.
Yep. So today we're gonna are we challenging each other? Is that what we're doing?
I'd say just more, just having a back and forth. I'd say we can debate the points pretty easily.
So not challenges, because those are gonna be like destroyed. I guess we don't have to do that.
I mean, you can if you want to.
It's gone. I don't feel it anymore.
Oh, did I take away the moment?
It is.
Well, we're driving back from the Peter Gabriel concert. It was great.
It was.
Yeah.
He didn't sing "In Your Eyes" though, so I was a little upset by that.
Yeah, but from the lovely city of Charlotte, you can't spell Charlotte without harlot, am I right?
You know I'm dyslexic. I just like it's like
That's the dark humor of this.
I'm just like we're going to Chocolate, North Carolina. That's what I see every time.
Chocolate, North Carolina. All right, so today we're talking about I guess horror movie villains is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I guess I guess primarily 80s, but we can kind of step outside that a little bit if we need to.
Yeah. I mean, if you got a thing for the 70s or the 90s or whatever, go for it.
I'm sorry. The only thing I can think of when you keep saying that, when everything is 70s, is that that Tom Petty song that doesn't exist. The 70s Tits and an 80s Girl. that was your song.
That's totally my song.
That was from the Evils of the Night, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Holy shit, I forgot.
No. That was Malibu Express.
Oh, that's right.
Malibu Express had 70s Tits on an 80s Girl.
Yeah, that's right. Holy shit, I forgot that we came up with that.
You came up with that?
I came up with that?
You came up with that.
God, it must have been late.
I like how when we're unsure of whether people are going to find that funny or offensive, we blame the other person.
No, I mean, I'll totally own it up to it if it was me. I'm actually proud of that if that was me. Because that reminds me of that, she's a small town 7 and a big city 5?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that thing. That's what that reminds me of. So, yeah, I'm actually proud of that.
Right,
awesome. But anyway, sorry, we're eating candy to help keep awake. Or I'm eating candy. I don't know. What have you got, Turk?
I got these triple chocolate Twix.
Oh, yeah. I've got Twizzler ropes.
I was hoping to get rid of the caramel because I do not like caramel at all. I don't like anything that sticks to my teeth. I can't stand that. Just why do I want some chewy, sticky ass shit, man?
That's what she said.
Remember when they used to sell caramel cubes?
Oh god, those
buy
things.
a bag of caramel. Who does that?
Yeah, it would just fuse your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Man, yeah.
I swear a dentist came up with that shit. It's you don't want to brush? Fine. Just yank those teeth out.
Oh man, but yeah. So the topic, as far as our 80s or I guess classic horror villains. See, I try to stray from the term classic because that makes me think of the Hammer films and the Universal monsters and stuff.
Right.
Which I guess they're not off the table if you would really just want to choose that. But the question I had in mind is, if you were going to be pursued by one of these classic villains, who would you choose and why?
And a romantic interest?
No, I mean, I guess we could make this romantic, but I was thinking they're after you to kill you.
Oh, okay.
And so by that I also mean that whatever typical logic they're dictated by, that still it's pointing to make them chase you. So say Michael Myers, typically he only goes after people in his family. In this situation, he's still going after you for whatever reason.
Probably mirrored into the family.
Yeah, there we go.
And do you promise to take her in sickness and in health and this and that, with her evil cousin hunting you down to kill you? Wait, what was that last part?
Sickness and health. know. Captain Clark. But yeah, because, I've thought about it, and, there's obvious villains that, like, you would definitely not want after you, like Jason, because you can't kill Jason. You don't stand a chance against Jason. Even if you do exactly what he wants and give him his machete back, you're still fucked. So, yeah, so, like, you got stuff like that, but then it's like, I thought, what if Freddy Krueger was after me? Him, I actually think he's kind of manageable. He's definitely a threat. He kills a lot of people, but once people kind of figure out the rules and how best to deal with him, he kind of gets his ass kicked a lot.
Except for, even when you take control of your dream, he just kind of retreat. He just kind of falls back. It's like, okay, now I'm going to kind of rework your dream here.
Right.
You think you're doing something and you're not really not.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I wouldn't choose him. I'm just saying I would find him, like, preferable over Jason. Chucky, definitely not. I would never want to be pursued by Chucky. Just fuck that.
Oh, yeah, well, that's because you got that thing.
Yeah. I've got that thing about dolls, so definitely not him.
I still have to find that old movie Fear with the wooden...
Oh, yeah, the Wooden Man.
Yeah.
He was a creepy-ass mofo.
He is, but that suit is amazing looking for it to be so low budget.
Yeah, it's a really good effect, but yeah, he's creepy.
It's kind of a slow movie, but he's it's really good.
And Pinocchio's Revenge, we gotta watch that too.
Oh, man. And I want you to watch that British horror movie Dolls.
I guess I will for the sake of the channel.
For the sake of the channel.
Yeah, for the sake of entertainment, I'll do it. Because I would never subject myself to that shit on purpose.
Would you do it, Acomi? For the channel? For the channel? For the channel?
I'd do it for a Scooby snack.
Oh shit, I was gonna give you 2 Scooby snacks, but hey, later. Alright, so, who would I want to be pursued by?
Oh, I'll tell you one I would actually totally go for, and that would be Pennywise. Because that guy gets his ass kicked by, like, a bunch of kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah, him I think I could take. Because it's like if a 10-year-old can kick the shit out of you, then I'm pretty sure I can.
Just reach in my pocket, throw a handful of pieces like, they're landmines! This is acid!
Yeah, that's true. Oh, gee, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, Pennywise.
This is battery acid, you slime!
And it's like, because I don't like clowns anyway. It's like, hello there. It's like, hell, you motherfucker. It's like, you knocked the wrong door today.
Oh.
Like, aren't you afraid of clowns? No, you just pissed me off.
Oh, I gotta tell you about my story idea. I want to do it off the podcast because I'm actually doing this for the webcomic. So I'll tell you about this off the podcast, but remind me of my Pennywise influence story.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I would totally, like, if I just had to pick a roster of, like, this villain's gonna try to kill you, it would totally be Pennywise, because what a pussy.
Wait, is this the one where you're gonna do that black one? It's called Pennywise ass.
No, that sounds like something Horton would come up with.
Geez, super black. I don't know.
Pennywise ass. I kind of want to do that now, but
He seems like Homie the Clown from my End of the Color. I don't think so. Pennywise ass, don't play that.
For a while I thought, like, Leatherface wouldn't be the worst in the world to be chased by, because he's just this big, dumb, slow guy, and, all you need is, like, a really good gun to just, like, shoot him down before he gets within range with his chainsaw. But then I realized, you go up against him, you're going against his entire family.
Oh. Can I do that, that thing you wrote? Do you mind if I do that real quick?
That thing I wrote.
Yeah, that thing was the argument with Freddie and Mike Myers, no, Jason and Mike Myers.
Oh, sure.
Okay. Hold on, I gotta get my voice right for it. All right, so this is a thing that Acomi wrote. Is Jason and Mike Myers in an argument? And scene.
Man, it's a wonder we're not famous yet,
I know. Spielberg hired me. He hired Christian Bale.
favorite job ever. I would love to be hired on as that guy in Hollywood. Get out of the way of his fucking lights!
I was like, damn! You saw him was there, right? He's doing his job. Why don't you let him do his job? Don't worry, Christian, we got this.
We got this, dude.
We're like, you fuck up the scene here, man. I mean, shit, you saw the lights, right? You saw him there. You saw him talking. What did you think he was doing? Ordering a pizza?
He doesn't fuck up your camera. You want him to fuck up your lights? Oh, God, yeah.
No, I don't want you to go back. Just go. Go over there. I'll let you know when you can come back. You good, Christian?
We're here for you, man. We're here for you.
That's what we need to do. We need to get a job as, like, professional, like you know, like they had the whole thing on Key and Peele where it was like the president and then, like, you know, what he really means.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like the angry actor. Russell Crowe wants to throw a phone across the room or whatever. No. I'll take care of that for you.
There's actually allegedly, I haven't checked out the validity of this, but I've heard that there's actually a corporate position in Japan called the Loud Gaijin, where basically they're so, like, meek and they're so, like, ingrained in their culture to not speak out against authority figures that they'll hire on Americans to just basically be like, no, this idea is really stupid. I mean, like, it's really fucking stupid. We shouldn't do that. And that would be a dream job for me.
Look, I'm going to show you the utmost respect. Really, I am. And I would never tell you how to do your job. But since you're not doing your job, I'm going to tell you how your job needs to be done.
I acknowledge that the council has made a decision, but given that it's a stupid-ass decision, I've elected to ignore it. Okay. And now we now return to the Loud Gaijin. What the fuck? The Loud Gaijin will return in. Who made this dumbass decision? Did I tell you about my sitcom idea for Teen Pope? No. Yeah, just went like Teen Pope, where he just like overthrows, like, it's just kind of loosely based off of like the last Pope, where he was like saying all the things that kind of undid hundreds of years of tradition, like, oh, suddenly Catholics can use birth control and stuff like that. And I think he even made some statements like in favor of marijuana, things like that like a lot of Catholics were like really mad at him about. So I just wanted to do Teen Pope, where it's just like, hey, check it out. Hey, everybody, here's the keys to the vault to the Ark of the Covenant. Enjoy. And then the bishops are all like, Teen Pope, you can't do that. And he's like, hey, man, church is for chumps. And he high-fives Jesus and, like, jumps on a skateboard. You don't have to, like, do anything but people go, Teen Pope! Like, that's me! Yeah, you got it. I'm gonna pitch this to Netflix. That'd be awesome. He's like, wow. I was like, you know, this lemonade is amazing. He was like, what did you use? I used, you know, all natural granulated sugar, fresh lemons, I squeezed them myself, and a dash of holy water. Teen Pope! Cue canned laughter. Canned laughter continues for way too long. Oh God, we really jumped off the subject. We were talking about monsters, right? Oh jeez. Teen Pope sounds like a monster. He's my kind of monster. I would have so much fun writing a character like that. Oh, let's see, because I can't think of too many who I would actually want to try to have coming after me. Just because I don't think there's too many that I would survive against, except possibly Freddy. And definitely Pennywise. Yeah, Pennywise is a total puss. No dolls. Like, whatever utilizes dolls is an absolute no for me. Oh, well, so, okay. So you said you think you could take Freddy, right? Yeah. I'm going to say, like, one thing. Philip Puppet. Oh, yeah. Damn. But I could, like, dream myself as somebody who's not afraid of puppets, so it could work. I will hold you and rock you, be like, I'm going to dream you into a beautiful dream. I'm going to dream you into a beautiful dream. You don't have to worry anymore. I'm going to dream you into a beautiful dream. You've really got in your mind that we're Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, don't you?
homeless guy on the street, and I'm like, oh, look out. He's like, I'm going to get you in your dreams. Like, oh, shit, it's Freddy.
Huh. Man, I don't know, because I thought I could come up with some, like, halfway decent answers when I pitched this, and now I'm kind of blanking.
Okay, so I assume that if Jason's going to chase me, it's because I went to camp, right?
Yeah, and had pre-martial sex.
Yeah.
As one does at camp.
I'm just going to tell you, though, pre-martial sex is the best.
Yeah, it's before you go off to war.
Well, because, I mean, tomorrow I'm going off to war, Peggy Sue, and, who knows, I may never come back. This is my last chance to get some. It's like that scene from Airplane where everyone's lining up. It's like,
Yeah, I forgot about that.
let's see. So, in this scenario, we have done something to put them in our path.
Yeah, like, it's like, for whatever reason, you do happen to open the pyramid box, and now Pinhead and the Xenomorph boys are after you.
The lament box?
Yeah.
You see, you know what I would do? I get the lament box and I paint it like a Rubik's Cube and give it to somebody.
Oh, God. I don't know why I called them Xenomorphs. They're Cenobites.
Teen Pope!
That's His Holiness. Da-da-da.
Let's see. So obviously I'm messing around with the lament box. Which I don't really know why I want to do that. So let's see. And Mike Myers, I've done something. Maybe I'm like an illegitimate child I just never knew. Let's see here. With Jason, I guess I went to the summer camp, had that pre-martial sex. Maybe smoked some of the marijuana.
Some of the devil's cabbage.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it my nephew calls it? Bob Ross's Happy Little Trees.
Oh. Let's see. I guess with Candyman, I must have invoked the Candyman there.
Yeah.
Okay, you know one I think I could do really well against, like I could fight them?
Yeah.
What's his name? What's it? Farmer Joe, Farmer Ted, Farmer whatever. The guy from Motel Hell.
Motel Hell? I don't know that one.
You don't know Motel Hell?
Nah.
What?
I've never heard of Motel Hell.
You don't know Motel Hell?
Nah.
With the guy that looks like the little puppy?
The guy looks like a little puppy?
The guy looks like a little puppy. The guy he looks like a little greyhound puppy.
Greyhound puppy? Are
He
you
looks like a
punking
little
me?
greyhound puppy. The greyhound puppy that's always standing. I'm really taking this far out. This only web crawler would really get where I'm going at right now.
Yeah, no, I'm totally lost here.
Okay.
It sounds like you're punking me. It sounds like you're just making shit up.
I'm not, but I'm screwing around. So for everyone that doesn't get what I'm saying, they're like, what the fuck? Simpsons episode where Santa's little helper, they get another dog from the racetrack. Well, Santa's little helper, I think, knocks her up, and then she has puppies, and then Mr. Burns wants to buy the puppies. But there's one puppy that kind of stands up on his hind legs a little bit, and he's like, look, Smithers. He's like, look at me. He's just like that actor that's, he's like, is it this one, sir? And he's like, no, the one that's always standing. He's like, this one's like, no, he's always standing and looking as Rory Calhoun. So yes, he's like a little Rory Calhoun, right? And so anyway, Rory Calhoun played Farmer Ted or whatever it is, or Farmer George or whatever it is in Motel Hell.
Okay.
So that's why I was saying that. But anyway, Motel Hell is about this guy that he's got this motel. It's actually Motel Hello, but the O's kind of burned out. And these people that check into the motel, and it's the no good nicks that he takes, and he buries them. He kidnaps them or whatever, cuts out their tongues, buries them in the ground up to their necks, waters them like vegetables, and then kills them and turns them into sausage.
Okay.
And in the end of it, he's fighting like the sheriff or the sheriff's deputy or whatever, and they get into like a bit of a chainsaw war, but Farmer George or whatever comes out to fight the guy wearing this big, huge, like, pig head as like a mask or a helmet. And the movie is Motel Hell.
That sounds pretty badass.
It's like the pinnacle of like 80s bad 80s cheesy slasher, because it follows all the tropes. If you watch that, I can't think of what it's not American Nightmare. Is it slasher? I can't remember the name of it because I was watching a couple of these like documentaries, but they were talking about one thing they're talking about is like one of the biggest tropes of like 80s slasher movies was that to kind of legitimize the movie, they would end up like having an old like actor from like the 40s or 50s or whatever in the movie. So a lot of these movies that were done for that time would have an old actor there to kind of give it this kind of credibility. And Rory Calhoun played the bad guy in Motel Hell.
Nice.
And it's a classic. You mentioned that to people that like horror and be like, I don't know if Leroy would say like, oh yeah, to go. He'd be like, oh yeah, it's just cheesy. I mean, it's just fun. I mean, it's not like the best. I mean, I'll say this about it. I mean, it's like it's not the best. I mean, like when I think about like some movies and I'm like at that time, I mean, I'm not trying to put the movie down. It's just I love Leroy.
He's the shit.
I'm not making fun of him at all, but like that's how the conversation would go.
Yeah, he does like to refer to his movies as cheesy. Yeah.
So,
love you, Leroy. Good man.
But yeah, Motel Hell's good. But so,
okay.
I think I could beat an old man wearing a pig's mask over his head. Now his sister, that'd be different.
Oh yeah. See, that's the thing. It's like if they have allies in the movies, I would think that you'd be up against their allies too.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes a really tough thing because this sister, she's a big beefy chick.
Ah.
If you don't make me come, I'm gonna kick your butt. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's why, I was saying, I wouldn't want to go up against Leatherface for that very reason, because, like, well, now you've got this whole clan of inbreds coming after you.
Yeah.
Like, Leatherface himself, it's like, as long as you're not this, like, dumb kid walking around the farm unarmed, you're gonna do okay against him. And as long as you don't decide to do what the guy did in Texas Chainsaw 2, where it's like, I'm gonna have a chainsaw fight with him. Like, no, get a rifle and shoot him from 100 feet away, and you're fine.
In the first one, the funniest shit to me was the girl pushing her brother in the wheelchair through the woods.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? What part of that? And as soon as Leatherface showed up, she was like, bye. Just leaves it there. I'm like, that's so wrong, but at the same time, what are you gonna do?
Oh,
You can't get him out. It is kind of your fault, though. And don't worry, that's not gonna hurt him. He doesn't feel any pain because he's crazy. So Jason is so unpredictable, right?
Yeah.
You just never know when he's gonna pop up. That would be my biggest problem with Jason is it doesn't matter where you run, how fast you run. If you run through the woods, you're always going to run in a circle. If you're running a straight path, he's always going to end up in front of you.
Yep.
And see, because the only thing you can do is, here's the bad thing about Jason. If you're running, just say you're running straight, there's no deviation. There is the road. The only road out of town, and like every 10 feet, there's like an arrow pointing that says, this is the way out of town, out of the camp. If you keep running, if you don't look behind you, he's going to grab you by like the back of the neck, whatever. He's like right there.
Yeah.
But as soon as you turn around and see how far back he is, when you turn back, he's in front of you. So you're fucked either way it goes.
Oh, yeah.
The only way you can do it is if you like crab walk sideways. That's the thing, you're not going to get very far.
Man, the kind of training I got to go through? I got to be able to run like a gazelle to keep up with them, but then as soon as they turn back, look like I'm walking casually?
Oh,
it's grueling, man.
That is such a good movie.
Oh, I love that movie. For those who don't know, that is Behind the Mask, The Rise of Leslie Vernon. And that is a phenomenal movie that explores the tropes of horror films.
Cameo by Robert Englund in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I love when he goes to his mentor and he married the woman that he'd been pursuing.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, yeah, at first I was scared. And the ending, the end of Behind the Mask is fantastic.
Oh, it's so great. So great.
I'm not gonna say anything about the ending, but the ending was a nice shock and surprise. Like,
Yeah.
oh, damn.
Yeah, no, I like everything about that movie. It's super good.
Yeah, my brother Ashton, he's the one that told me about it. He's like, yeah, check this out. I was like, all right. Which I have to be careful with movies that he recommends to me because I watched a documentary that web crawler told me to watch, which was the making of The Island of Dr. Moreau.
Yeah.
And I watched that, and the guy that originally was supposed to be doing the movie before I got taken away from him because of all the shit that was happening, he had done this movie called Hardware. It was a sci-fi movie. I had heard a lot of good stuff about Hardware, and I told Ashton about it, right? So he, I think his girlfriend or whatever, they rented it, and they watched it, and he was like, yeah, he was like, man, it was a really good movie. It was like, it was really cool. It was like, it was a great movie. He's like, you should check it out. I was like, all right, bet. So then I went to watch it, and I get like, I don't know, 30 minutes into the movie. I'm like, God, this movie's slow and boring, right? It's like, I'm like, this movie's not going anywhere. I'm talking like, this movie is like, yeah, no, that movie sucks. And you told me to watch it. So he lied to me because I was like, I didn't know it sucked. All the reviews kept saying it was good. Everyone said it was a good movie. It's like, no, it sucked. And you told me to watch it, and I watched it. It bored the shit out of me. It was a horrible movie, right? So I lied and said it was really good, so you knew you had to watch it. I'm like, shit. So I had to be careful when he tells me, oh, this is a really good movie. Watch him like, is he lying to me?
Right.
I don't know.
That's awesome. Wow.
So, but Behind the Mask was a good movie, and I try to recommend that to people that like horror because it really is good.
Yeah.
It's like faux documentary horror movie, really good.
Oh, I'll tell you one I'd want to go up against.
Okay, shoot.
Damien from The Omen.
Yeah.
Little kid, doesn't exhibit a lot of powers. He does commit some murders, but he doesn't really come into it until the later movies. So, you can neutralize that threat pretty early on.
Well, I mean, he did a couple of different things. Like he caused that car accident where the guy's head gets cut off.
Oh yeah, that was pretty tight.
Yeah. I was working at the store one day. This is back when I worked at the comic store, and I was replacing a light bulb or something. So I was standing on top of the table, and it was a gaming table. So gaming tables, is really kind of hard, solid wood, and it's pretty, it's taller than your average table.
Yeah.
And I was standing up there replacing the light bulb, and I was all done. And I got to the edge of the table, and one of my friends was there, and I looked and I said, "This is for you, Damien." I jumped off the table.
Damien, I love you.
There was some guys playing like Magic or something like that. There were like the last two guys there, and it was me, my friend Jonathan, and these two guys were playing. And I got locked up the store, right?
Yeah.
So I'm locking, even though they're still playing, I'm locking up the store because I don't want anybody else to come in and think we're still open.
Right.
So Jonathan's just kind of hanging around, and the two guys are playing, and I go to the front of the store to lock the door, and I grab the door, and you pull it so you can like turn the lock. As I'm turning the bolt, I go so he's like, "Oh hell no!" So for those of you that don't know, that's like the I think it's Dick Dale song that starts playing in Pulp Fiction right before they take Marcellus Wallace back to the guy's room.
Go ahead and get the gimp. He's sleeping. I guess you're going to have to wake him up.
And it's like, what do you want to do? It's like, no, let's take it back to Russell's old room.
That whole scene is so messed up.
Yeah, the Omen, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I mean, after all, he really is just a little bitch.
Yeah, I'd kick the shit out of a kid if he
Didn't
was
he have some Dobermans or whatever that protected him?
He had like one really big dog that came to the house once he reached a certain age. Well, no, the dog started showing up when his creepy ass nanny started showing up.
Oh.
And she was like a servant of his, so yeah, I guess you would have to deal with her. But she's also just a mere mortal, so I think you could just pop a cap in her and the dog, and then just like kick the shit out of the kid. It'd go pretty well.
Before John Bon Jovi formed Bon Jovi, he was in a band called John Bon Jovi And the roundabouts. I don't remember the name of it.
The roundabouts.
I forget what the actual name of the band is. That's from that episode of American Dad.
Yeah.
With
Nemo.
Yeah, with Nemo.
Wait a minute. Nemo? That's Omen backwards.
It's like, but wait, you named him. Oh. Sometimes you tire me. I'm super helpful to Asian Roland Chang. Oh, yeah. Our pop culture references know no bounds.
Oh, truly.
Katana. The Omen, I could definitely see kicking the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Before he becomes Sam Neill. Sam Neill played the Omen in Omen 3, The Final Conflict. That's when he becomes president and he's gonna start the nuclear war.
You know, we watched the Omen 2 and 3, me and Camelot and Overton. We watched the Omen 2 and 3 all, like, within one afternoon, and I was so tired by the time we turned on the third one, I slept through about half of it, so I totally forgot that it was even Sam Neill.
So let's see here. Oh, I know one that you would have a hard time fighting. And it's not really technically a slasher movie, but kind of is.
Okay.
I think the movie's called... Is it called Dummy?
Oh, God. Are you thinking Night of the Living Dummy?
No. I think it's called Dummy. It's not that one that LeVar Burton owes me money for. If LeVar Burton ever hears this, dude, you owe me big time for that made-for-TV movie. I swear to God, you owe me big time for that. God, that movie just, oh man, oh God. Anyway, it was like, it's got a one-word title, and I think it's Dummy, but maybe is it called Magic? It's called Magic.
Oh shit, I might know the one you're thinking of.
Anthony Hopkins, like late 70s, where he's like as a dummy that,
Yeah.
I think it's called Magic.
I think you're right. I think I've heard about it, and I never watched it.
Yeah, they have to fight Anthony Hopkins and his little ventriloquist dummy.
It's a really bad combination.
Yes.
I love Anthony Hopkins, but yeah, no, I would not do okay with that.
I ate his liver with some fava beans and a glass of wood varnish.
Teeth chatter.
Yeah, that doesn't come through very well in the microphone.
Yeah, not with this car noise in the background. That'd be bad.
It doesn't really matter what movie it is. Zombies of any kind, no. No chuds. I could not survive against chuds.
Chuds?
Yeah, cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can't, I don't think I'd do very well against chuds.
I got one.
Ghoulies?
The aliens from Signs. I'd kick the shit out of the aliens from Signs.
Oh, see, people want to make fun of them as like, oh, water is their, is their weakness or whatever, but they also had that spray shit they
Yeah.
that they put on, was it Rory Culkin?
I don't remember.
Oh shit, wait, is that Gay Wallace? I think that was Gay Wallace.
Was that kid Gay Wallace?
I think that kid was Gay Wallace.
Well, that explains an awful lot.
Yeah. I don't want aliens coming down and turning my kids gay.
I've never seen this crap.
We are not on topic at all. It's like, they come down here, they can't drink our water, right?
That tells you that they're evil.
And they're trying to turn our kids gay. Stealing boyfriends from poor Anna Kendrick. What's she gonna do, huh? What's she gonna do? She can't compete with that.
I'm a little bit retarded, not gonna lie. That's my favorite Alex Jones quote. There's a meme that's like, I'm single, taken, and then the last box that's actually checked is a little bit retarded, not gonna lie. It's good stuff.
But folks, there's only one thing that can help you fight those aliens when they come down there, and they want to spray that turn you gay spray into your face. Take these iron supplements right here. I take 5 of them every day, 2 orally, 3 anally, and it stops the aliens from making you gay.
Granted, my left testicle shriveled still feel like more of a man.
That's okay, because right is right, left is wrong.
Alex Jones, come on the show.
No.
I love you.
No. I would rather, like, lightning strike like a storage box of the Dark Knight Rises and give birth to an actual living racist Bane.
Oh, dude.
And I would just let him, like, take over, like, the show before I would let Alex Jones become even a guest on the show.
Oh, come on.
No, not at all.
But yeah, no, the aliens from Signs, I mean, yes, the fact that water is their weakness means that as long as you know that, then they're a pretty manageable threat.
Well, you can also cut off their fingers pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was just thwarted by a closet door. So yeah, that's a nice, manageable threat. I'd totally take them.
Except, here's the one drawback to fight them, is that every once in a while, in the middle of a fight, Shyamalan Ding Dong, M. Night Shyamalan would just show up randomly and be like, hey, you fight aliens? I got one trapped in my closet. I'm leaving town. Sorry about your wife.
See ya. But like, yeah, I mean, if shit ever gets too hot, then, you know, you just go rent a submarine and just stay under the water for a while.
And what if you down in a submarine? Oh, it can swim. That's for you, web crawler. Is it web crawler or web walker? Shit.
Wall crawler.
Oh, wall crawler. Shit, I fuck up his name all the time. I'm so sorry.
It's okay, because the last episode we had him on, he also fucked up his name, so...
He's allowed to.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but I mean, if you want to be, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's between you and him.
It's like my boy Price was always talking about some talk show he was watching, and they would talk to a black guy, and they're like, well, why is it okay for you to use the word ninja, and other people can't? He's like, because I'm a ninja, and you ain't.
By the way, I just remembered Walcrawler listens to all of our podcasts, so I should specify, dude, I am totally okay with that.
Why do you keep winking at me?
What? Shut up. Stop. You're ruining the illusion.
I'm so sorry there, Quentin Beck. Alright, so, okay, so I'm sure, like, I wouldn't have any problems with Chucky, except he's small.
Yeah.
That's my biggest deal with Chucky, is he's small. So, if I saw him, oh wait, it's done. It's done, right? You haven't seen any Child's Play, have you?
That's right. No, I haven't.
How I get you, no matter what.
Yeah, no. Now that said, the fact that he's small is still a problem for me because I've played enough D&D to know that small opponents have a bonus to hit and a bonus to their AC. So
stop rolling crits. So Ghoulies, I know they're not really slash, but they are like 80s movie, like, you know, horror.
Oh yeah, no, that's totally fine.
I'm not really afraid of Ghoulies because, like, I've never seen the movie, but the only picture I ever see is the one wearing the shirt and suspenders coming out of the toilet. I'm like, the monster that wears a shirt and suspenders. I'm like, really? I'm like, really? Yeah, no. Critters, no, not messing with them.
No,
they got all those rows of like shark teeth.
Yeah, no, a critter will fuck you up.
And a gremlin too.
Oh yeah. That I would not want to go anywhere near.
Oh, now the gremlins from Gremlins 2. No, I think I could take. Well, no, because they had the electric one.
Oh yeah.
See, they talked more. They were more. I'd have a better time, I guess, maybe tricking them or conversing with them, especially the smart one. He's actually my favorite out of all the Gremlins. I mean, I like Stripe or Mohawk or whatever it is, but the smart one, he's the one I really like.
Wasn't there like a stripper gremlin?
No, it was just like a really buxom female.
Okay.
I think she's the one that had made out with Robert Picardo.
Nice. What about the killer clowns from outer space?
Ooh. Now see, that's a real clown threat. Fuck Pennywise ass, right? The killer clowns from outer space, they are a real threat.
Yeah, they're really dangerous. They fuck some people up.
And they're creepy too. Just the shadow puppet.
Oh yeah.
The shadow puppet scene. That one's just. And
yeah, I wouldn't want to go up against these guys.
And the balloon dogs.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah. So those people that haven't seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space, it is a fantastic absolutely fantastic, like B horror movie about these actual killer from outer space that are kidnapping humans and wrapping them up in cotton candy to take out back to their planet to feed people. They like stick straws into the cotton candies and like suck out the blood or whatever. But they have all kinds of like weird powers and stuff. It's crazy.
It's some trippy shit. Don't they have like popcorn guns and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, they're great.
And the popcorn like sticks to you and stuff.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I loved it. It's a really fun movie.
And they take a balloon and they turn into a balloon animal dog, and then they use it like a hound to sniff out where people are.
Yeah.
Those guys I would not want to mess with because they're creepy looking too.
Oh yeah.
The trolls from Troll 2. I keep their troll asses.
I'm trying to remember. I think as long as you don't eat the food, they're not much of a threat, right?
Well, they'll try to attack you, try to make you eat the food, and there's but yeah.
Yeah, but I'd knock the shit out of them if they tried that.
I'd punt those little fuckers.
Yeah, I could take them. Yeah. That kid was just a weenie.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! What was that movie I sent you the YMS review for? That horror movie?
I'm also not fucking around with any Trimmers.
I forgot about Trimmers. And Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead is a definite no.
Well, Pumpkinhead only goes about after the people that killed his son, so...
but remember the specific rules are...
I was gonna say, that's kind of my fault then.
Yeah.
That woman deserves her revenge, and we deserve to die.
Oh man, but he wrecks shit, man. He's bad. Oh yeah, and Jeepers Creepers, I wouldn't want him.
Here's the thing, this was supposed to be starting out as like, once we could fight, but then it's like, no, I don't want to fight any of them. The tall man? Nope.
God, no.
Not mess with the tall man.
Just the moral of the story and the point of this episode is that we're really bad at fighting.
We're really good at fighting people who don't play fair.
That's the whole point of fighting. That's how you win, is by not playing fair.
Gotcha. I can beat the I'm kind of crippled, like, priest from Sprouting University. I would wax his ass up and down like Pop and Go.
I don't know. You could stab you right in the balls.
If he wants to break his knife, he's welcome to try.
Your poor wife.
You know what? The evils of the night.
Oh yeah, those guys out there.
Lunch and Munch, whatever the fuck their names are. Yeah, I can beat the shit out of them. Fucking $2.05 for gas, man. I just had to pay $2.49.
That's sick.
North Carolina's some bullshit.
Damn, yeah.
We are just all over the place.
We are.
Oh, jeez, Whiz.
I like how you're always like, let's record late at night. We do better then.
Yeah, we do.
we haven't been able to stay on topic for more than like 2 minutes.
When I always have that image in my head of, like Star Wars, stay on topic. And then we're like, ah! And then we just go on porkins all over the place. So it is, like, from now on, when we get off topic, it's like, oh shit, we're going porkins again.
That's just going to be the name of, like, every episode from now on. Going porkins.
Going porkins.
Ooh, yeah. What about the hillbillies from Deliverance?
Yeah, well, because...
Keeping in mind that failure results in butt rape. So...
okay, so I got to counter you there. Well, first of all, I thought you were going to say something else, right? But I got to counter you there with, in Deliverance, the hillbillies that they fight in the end are not the ones that raped them.
Yeah, I know.
So...
I'm just saying it's all part of that same world.
Well, okay, here's the other part of it. The hillbillies that raped them, let them go.
That's true, but then they still wound up having to face the ones who tried to kill them.
Well, but the thing is, see, they killed the other people, including the deputy.
Yeah.
By that accident, but they killed the wrong guy or whatever. But the thing is, someone's gonna take this as a challenge, be like, oh really?
Go on.
It's like,
You had my interest, but now you have my attention.
it's like, I like you, I want you. Sorry. Yeah, like, hey, Chris Hansen, I call you Chris Handsome. And look, we're gonna do this when
You know, if sex with 3 people is called a threesome, I know everybody calls you handsome.
So the bad thing is leaving them alive. If you rape me, right? You just don't leave me alive, because I will get over that. I will, especially once I put your head on a pike.
Right.
So that's gonna make me feel a whole lot better. But like, shit, my asshole don't hurt no more. So yeah, either I'm gonna stop them from doing it, or I'm gonna get revenge. And since I'm always trying to develop a Burt Reynolds laugh, it's yeah. But I thought you were gonna say the hillbillies from the hills have eyes.
Oh, God.
Now, see, that's not something I want to mess with.
No, that's... that failure also results in rape there, and then getting eaten, so...
Yeah.
Man, never fuck your food. It's just not okay.
I got no comeback for that.
Yeah, I mean, once you think about that long enough, you can never eat toaster strudels again.
You're lucky he didn't rape you to kill you, or kill you to rape you. I mean, a guy like that, what would stop him? So, The Running Man has been coming on a lot lately, and I can't help but watch The Running Man because I do love it so much. The Running Man is so awesome.
Is that one that you've shown me?
I don't think we've watched The Running with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Richard Dawson.
Oh, yeah, no, we haven't, because I was thinking of Demolition Man with Stallone.
Yeah, Demolition Man is awesome. Yeah, the Running Man is fantastic. I love The Running Man. It's kind of cheesy sci-fi, nothing like the short story, novella, whatever you want to call it, which is great because I love it the way it is.
Yeah.
It's Schwarzenegger.
Okay, here's one for you. What about
Bob?
He's not really a villain.
I could take him too, but that's not what Richard Dreyfuss said.
Richard Dreyfuss was the villain there. Oh shit, I totally derailed and lost my train of thought.
What about?
Oh damn it, what was I gonna ask you? Shit! Bram Stoker's Dracula.
So I guess in that I'm either Van Helsing or am I Keanu Reeves with a bad English accent?
I don't know. What are you?
Well, you said Bram Stoker's Dracula, right?
Yeah.
Well, if he's coming after me, that means I gotta be one of them.
I mean, I'm just saying he's coming after you. I'm not saying you're one of those characters.
Oh.
You're just in that world.
Oh, yeah. Not a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem at all. I'm like, dude, bite me. Turn me. I am so ready to be turned. It's like, you can have, like, Eastern Europe or just, wait, I went to Slavic countries. I love me some girls from the Ukraine. Yeah, so yeah, you can have all this area up here, and I'll take all this down there.
But what if he does to you what he did to Keanu Reeves and just keeps you locked up in a room with all these naked vampire chicks?
Oh no!
It sounds terrible, doesn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's like, do I want to go back to Winona Ryder or stay here with these, like, really? Yeah, no.
Keep in mind, I'm gonna just point out to you here. You can't get a boner without blood flow, and these guys were probably just, like, sucking every ounce of blood out of him, so I'm sure he couldn't enjoy that too much.
I'll give him something to suck.
You're gonna think that when the teeth get involved.
Well, it's because they were just feeding off of him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he got some eye candy in the bargain, but that was about it.
It's more than I'm getting now.
I mean, I think vampires... as long as you don't play the skeptic, then pretty much any movie vampire is a manageable threat, because you just, like, this is my home, you're not invited in.
Well, you know how I feel about, like, Jared Andrich, right? Like,
who's that?
I'm about to pull over and just kick your ass out.
I'm just trying to remember.
It's like 1:30 in the morning. You can find your way home from here.
I probably could.
I mean,
It'd be a long walk.
You know, like people are gonna start going to work in the next 4 hours. All you gotta do is chill. Jerry Dandridge from Fright Night.
Oh yeah. See, I just don't remember the characters' names. That's all.
This is what would happen. Jerry Dandridge is coming after me, right? He's like, "You don't have to be afraid anymore." He goes, it's like, "They won't pick on you anymore, I promise." And then he goes to bite me, and I'm like, "Dude, I got the house for your ex-wife." And then he's like, "Oh, see, now I can't turn you. Now I just gotta kill you." I'm like, "Oh, I couldn't hold it any longer. I'm so sorry."
Yeah, no, I mean, vampires have such a strict set of rules that they have to follow that, like, the only reason they're ever a threat in the movies is because people don't believe that they're vampires.
Okay, so I got one for you.
Okay.
Acomi, everyone loves like your series of like like not just like your collection of mini comics, kind of like like a collection of like The Far Side or Calvin and Hobbes or whatever, and then all the other new books that you put out, like Tario is a big success and everything else, and people love it. You've got fans all over the place.
Okay.
Right? And then you encounter your number one fan.
Alright.
Hi, Acomi. I'm your number one fan.
Hey, glad you like the work.
No.
Oh, Kathy Bates.
Yes, Annie Wilkes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What you gonna do there, bud?
Get over it. I'd get over it pretty good.
You get over it while you're strapped to the bed. It's just like, "You killed Dario! You killed Wayman! How could you do that?" It's like, people don't talk like that. You're gonna give me some of that cocky duty feed, And she's like shaking the bed up and down or anything. It's like, "I'm sorry. Sometimes adventurers die.
I mean, like, a huge portion of his problem, and it wound up hurting his escape, was that she wound up hobbling him. So
That's because he tried to escape.
Yeah, so that was a dumbass move.
Well, okay. In reality, in the book, he did leave the room, but the hairs that she tied on the doorknobs and stuff like that, just to make sure no one had walk around, they had been broken by rats and mice that she had in the house.
Okay.
So she thought that he had gone into more places than he did. And I think she thought he had gone downstairs.
Okay.
But he didn't. And that's why she hobbled him.
See, I didn't read the book.
Oh, dude, the book is more frightening. Because in the book, she doesn't, like, break. I mean, that part is that's creepy, because you watch his foot, like, twist sideways. In the movie. In the book, she cuts off his foot with an axe.
Shit.
Cauterizes it with a blowtorch.
Wow, okay.
And at one point, he does something to piss her off. She cuts off his thumb. And then she makes a cake, and she puts his thumb in the center of the cake. And tells him that if he's not a good, if he's not nice and a good boy, she's gonna make him eat the special part.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
So how would I handle that? I mean, see, if I'm just gonna wind up getting like beaten and tortured anyways, then that kind of limits things. But
I know exactly what would happen. You'd be sitting here, she's like, "You're gonna bring him back to life." He's like, "You're gonna rewrite this. You're gonna do it properly." And you'd be sitting there, and be like, "Annie, I would love to, Annie. I didn't know it meant that much to you, but I can't do anything without my partner Turk." Next thing you know, I'd be in the bed next to you, tied up like, "You motherfucker."
Adventure buddies. And I think he had the right idea in the movie of like trying to develop upper body strength and all that. Which, of course, I wouldn't have a typewriter either. Shit, all of it had to be some pins and paper, so I couldn't really develop the upper body strength I needed.
The most you'd be able to get is like, I did some of my best inking with like a quill, a brush, and like a ink thing.
What I would need there, I would need the world's biggest pin that Jim Woodring made. Jim Woodring's the creator of the Frank comics. Like, he's a surrealist, really good stuff, but he made like a 5-foot-long pin nib holder and like a foot-long pin nib, and he drew like a giant picture with it. So I would just get that and stab her right in the face with it.
Okay.
So that would get me out of that.
And I don't know how I would get out, because You know, I wouldn't be able to use a typewriter because knowing her, like, I just have to write on that, and I can't write. She'd be like, I know that you like to write on the tablet, but shit, I can't be somebody to devil that tablet.
Yeah, no, I mean that would have to be my thing. Would be like, you know, I've always wanted to ink a full comic with dip pens and with Japanese quills and stuff, and just like get an assortment of those, because like a really good G-pin nib, especially one like manufactured by Zebra, those things are sturdy. You could definitely stab somebody with those. So yeah, just jam her right in the eye with a Zebra pin or something.
So
it would be brutal. I would probably still die, but I mean that's what I would do in that situation.
buy my book, buy my book, buy my book. So in the Critic TV series, they have a Misery-like episode where Jay meets this woman. She's like his fan. They have sex a lot and stuff. And she's slightly crazy. And she ties him to her bed using film strip.
Yeah.
And she has all his Jay Sherman memorabilia, including this big stand-up like cutout of him when his book came out. And it's got like a little like a animatronic arm.
Right.
And when you flip it, he goes, "Buy my book," and he keeps shaking the book up and down. And he's like, "Yeah, they took him out of bookstores after like 3 adult managers committed suicide."
We should get one of those for the table for cons.
Dude, I've been wanting to make one, but I haven't been able to find a clear enough image so I can just like print it out and then like cut it out and put it onto some foam board. So I'm having a hard time coming up with like some really good villains that I'm like, yeah, I can kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, I mean, like the ones we've come up with aren't that impressive.
Okay, all right. So let's say this: what if it wasn't an individual? What if we were working as a team?
Okay.
So in that case, I think you and I together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to outrun any of them. Just have to outrun you.
Shit, you beat me to it. Damn it.
You're talking to somebody who plays the rogue in D&D, okay?
Oh. And that's how we both ended tied up in Will's spells. But he tried to run first.
So we build up this big elaborate plan. It's like, all right, you're going to charge from the left, I'm going to charge from the right. We both, like, 1, 2, 3, and then we both take off in the opposite direction. Like, you motherfucking coward. I was running because you were running this way, that's why.
You know what happened? It's like, okay, you go from the left, I'll come from the right. We're going to go on 3. Then once you're like, whoa, wait. Is it 1, 2, 3, go? Or is it 1, and then next you know we're caught. See, I think Annie would be smart. She would cut off both of our left feet. Right. That way we couldn't do like a three-legged race type thing. But like if it's like your left foot, my right foot, oh yeah, we can still get out of here, but no.
Tune in next time for part 2. Same inappropriate time. Same inappropriate channel.
Did you hear what happened after
Right there, folks. That was Our Moms Think We're Funny. Let's give them a hand.